how we can help children to find their way?
Well, you were actually already answering that question. They have to find their own way, and we have to encourage those failures. Something that you did, which I guarantee you 97% of people didn't do, was you were in a computer engineering program, and you determined, I don't like this, and here's what you did that was different. And so you stopped doing it. You figured out what you like to do, and you pursued that interest. And most people, so many people, they become a doctor because their mom and dad said, oh, you should be a doctor. And so they become a doctor, but they don't want to be a doctor. They want to play the piano. And they never actually pursue what they're actually passionate about. And so they're miserable the rest of their lives. I think that before I became a speaker, I did so many things. You know, I worked my entire life doing different things. I was a sandwich board man. I used to carry a board advertising restaurants. I worked for a river rafting company. I worked as a busboy at a restaurant. I worked as a bathroom attendant at a health club where I had to clean the toilets. I worked for a United States congressman, helping him with legislation. And doing a lot of those jobs, I learned, and this is very important, I learned what I didn't want to do was just as important as learning what I did want to do. You know, so if you want kids to find their own way, you got to give them opportunities to fail, to find things that they don't like. And we go back to Morgan. I mean, maybe Morgan wants to be a movie director right now, and she starts pursuing that, but she gets on a movie set, and she's like, wow, the director's always doing, and she sees the set designer, and she's like, wow, and she starts talking to the set designer, and she's like, wow, that's really interesting. And all of a sudden, 10 years later, she's a set designer. You know, sometimes you have to be put in a setting where you fail at one thing, but you realize, wait a sec, this is really what I want to do is, I want to be the writer, or, oh, I don't like the actors, that's really boring stuff. What's really interesting is what this person's doing, you know, but having those different types of opportunities, you never know where life's going to take you. I mean, I never thought I was going to become a speaker. I always thought I was going to become president of the United States, but I found my path a different way. So that's what I would really encourage, you know, your audiences of these 50-year-old business executives. How do I get my kid to be motivated? Just encourage your kids to take chances, to follow their passions, and to figure out, you know, a kid is much more likely to travel the world and learn a lot more in 6 months traveling the world and figuring out, well, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. I really like, you know what, I really want to go back to school. Than being forced into school and just always resenting the fact that they're in school. Let the kids choose.
Yeah.